So I want to talk a little bit about fall and the fall plants. As you know, fall is my favorite season. And there's something really beautiful about all the different colors and textures and things like that. And the fall planting season, you actually have a lot of things that are available. One of my favorite things is probably celosia. Celosia can take full sun, and it's got a lot of different colors and textures to it. This one is Fresh Look Red. Pretty sure it's Fresh Look Red, New Look Red, and look at the beautiful feathery bloom that it puts on. It has a darker foliage. The Fresh Look Red is a little bit more of a lime green color on the foliage, but there's nothing prettier than the celosia feathered, and there's Twisted, which is kind of, some people call it brain celosia, but I love the celosia. A lot of this is going to take full sun, so if you plant it, go ahead and put it in the full sun. Now, this will reseed. It won't really come back like a mum will. A mum is more of a perennial. Let me go grab a mum. Okay, on a mum, if you treat it like a perennial, if you get it in the ground early and you get it established, it has a very good chance of coming back. But most people put their mums on their front porch just to decorate, which probably is what I always do. I know I always do that. I don't worry about planting them. I will just discard them and put out my Christmas stuff right away. But mums are fairly easy. They like a lot of sunshine. You don't need a deadhead, clip them, nothing like that. You do have to water them though when it's warm, and we've had a lot of warm weather already this year. It's still 82 degrees, and here we are the end of September. But they're very easy. The best thing is get them in the ground, get them established, but treat them like a perennial. Give them a little water and things like that. And then in like May, they'll start sprouting up. You'll see little new green growth come up, and that way you know if it came back. But there's nothing prettier. All the colors. We grow 5 different colors. We grow an orange bronze. We classify that as one. Pink purple, and this one is Tabitha, I think pink, yellow, white, and red. So lots of pretty colors, but they're kind of fun. Another really fun thing is kale. I love kale. Kale is absolutely gorgeous. It gets prettier and prettier as it matures, so the center will get redder and redder. The white is very pretty. I like to do the white for Christmas because it just gets prettier and prettier. You can put that in. Now this will last almost to a very, very, very hard freeze. I've had kale that I've had all the way to January, and then we've had a big freeze or a big snow, and I've lost it. Now in the ground, I've had it up to March, and now it didn't look the best, but it made it to March, so that was pretty impressive. This is Nagoya Red, very pretty. You can use that as cut. You can cut that right off and put it in a fresh arrangement. It will last several days in an arrangement, so if you want to cut it and use it like that, it's totally fine. But it really does the best in planting. And then let's go look at some peppers. There's nothing prettier than ornamental peppers, and that's what they are, ornamental. They're not you cannot eat them. Easy for me to say. I think my son has tried one. He said they're extremely bitter. Leave it to a boy to try something like that. But the salsa varieties are very nice. You can see how they start off. They start off pale yellow and they turn to orange to red. Beautiful color. I love the kale to mix into my big pots. I think it just looks very fall. I like the texture and the colors of that. This one is a purple, so they got a lot of purple into it. And you can see there's either some green and red ones back there. And on behind me is even some yellow. So they come in lots of different colors. They last a very long time. They're pretty tough actually. It takes a pretty good frost to knock it out, but they do need a lot of water. So on the warm days, you're going to have to go ahead and water it. So as being said of that, I'm going to pot up a few pots for a customer. So let's walk over to the potting bench and get started. So this customer brought in her 3 nice containers. And we started with brand new fresh soil. She said her soil was 2 years old. She said, let's start with brand new fresh soil. So I did that. I get asked a lot if people should throw stuff inside their bigger pots to use less soil. My answer is no. I like having all the soil medium in my containers. I don't like empty water bottles and pool noodles and things like that. You can't believe when I've dumped people's pots out what I have found inside of their milk gallons, because they don't want to use the extra soil. I think it's important that the plants have all of the pots available to it. That way it doesn't dry out as fast and things like that. So my theory is use all the soil. So today what I wanted to put in there for her is this beautiful celosia. And this is the Fresh Look New Red. So I'm going to put this to the back side of this pot. I know I fill it up and then here I take it out, but I have to start with my pot totally full of soil. So I'm going to go ahead and put him towards the back of the pot. Ooh, he's bigger than I thought. Well, you know what? We're going to try it. We're going to see what it all looks like. Then I had chosen a beautiful croton. Croton is a beautiful, it's an annual, and it has that beautiful red in there, so I thought that would look really nice to put a little of that croton in there. Then I have this beautiful coreopsis, this yellow coreopsis. We're going to put that in there. A kalanchoe. A kalanchoe is an indoor plant that will do fine. Now when the frost comes, it will take that out first, but it's got that beautiful orange color. Okay, I'm going to look for some peppers, I think, and some kale and some pansies. So I'm going to go try to pull something that's going to match the color that I'm working on. White kale, and it looks like a peacock feather the way it is. I'm going to put him in the middle. And then I picked my favorite pansy for the fall, solar flare. I love the solar flare. Love them. Normally when I start picking pansies, I go up and down because I can't make my mind up. And I kind of knew that I wanted to pick up a little bit of that yellow from that coreopsis. Oh, love that. Okay, so my big feather celosia, my croton, kalanchoe, my kale, pansies, and my coreopsis. Beautiful colors, love it. So I'm going to do all three pots the same. She's put them in front of her garage, that way they look really uniformed. The good thing about this is going to last a very long time. We're probably got 2 months before we have to worry, maybe a month and a half, but worry about frost. So this will be really good. I'm going to throw a little Osmocote down in there. It's a time release fertilizer. It's going to work great. And she's going to get to enjoy this for a long time. If that's all I did was do container gardening, man, I would be happy. There's something that's so rewarding about it when you see, because the possibilities are just endless on what you can plant. There's so much fun stuff to put in pots and watch it grow together. Okay, and last is my pansies. I know this is going to get a lot of sunshine, so she's going to pick them up tomorrow, so I'll have her water them. I'm not going to water them in. My soil was pretty wet, actually, and everything was wet, so that's good. I'm going to sprinkle a little Osmocote in there, and she's going to get to enjoy them. So thanks for staying with me today, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel.